So, once again, a very pleasant morning to all of you, Martians. Well, do you recall what we have read yesterday, what we have learned yesterday? All right, if you don't, let me go ahead and replay the memory for you so that you can recall it. All right, I will just help you with a few of the clues, right? The clues like the king was redressing. Redress is a word used in that. Then he just took that bearded man to the bedroom and laid him down there. And then after he just came out. So you can connect this all incident what I have told you to recall your memory and replay your memory so that you will not forget it again. Now the next from where we have left, we'll start the reading from there. The king was very happy to have made peace with the enemy so easily and to have won him over as a friend. He not only forgave him but said he would send his servants and his own doctor to look after him, and he promised to give back the man his property. This para means a person now being as a king is realizing that how without disturbing anything, how easily he got a patch up with his one of the enemy. I mean, it was something like new experience for him. And in fact, that king also promised that person, bearded person, wounded person, to return his property. Wow, isn't it so amazing? Like he is proving that how and why he is a king. These are the regions. Now moving to the next para, leaving the wounded man, the king went out of the hut and looked round for the hermit. Before going away, he wished once more to get answers to his questions. The hermit was on his knees, sowing seeds in the beds that had been dug the day before. The king went up to the hermit and said, "For the last time, I beg you to answer my questions, wise man." "You have already been answered," said the hermit, still bending down to the ground and looking up at the king as he stood before him. "How have I been answered? What do you mean?" So, in this para, what we have to understand, like uh, once he felt like he got a patch up with his one of the enemy, he went outside, becoming so careless. Now there's no uh, you know no enemy out there from which he can get scared of, or from which he should escape. So he went out to look for his answers from that wise man, that hermit. And while the hermit was doing work, sowing seeds into that ground, into that pit, he asked the questions of which he was looking the answer. And that wise man was again, he just replied the answer in his own way, in own style, for what he was known. So what do you feel that what should be the answer? What answer is talked about by the hermit? How the king have got the answers of those three questions? I mean, you can raise the questions, like you can ask about what the hermit was talking about what behavior or work or act the hermit was talking about. Oh, I mean, you think and you can answer me these all questions in text. You can reply to me by messaging me. Now next, I'm moving to the next para. So in next para, we'll do the same reading. "Do you not see," replied the hermit, "if you had not pitied my weakness yesterday and had not dug these weeds for me, you would have gone away. Then the man would have attacked you, and you would have wished you had stayed with me. So the most important time was when you were digging the pits. And I was the most important man. And to do me good was your most important business. Afterwards, when the man ran to us, the most important time was when you were caring for him. Because if you had not dressed his wounds, he would have died without having made peace with you. So he was the most important man, and what you did for him was your most important business. Remember then, there's only one time that is important, and that time is now. It is the most important time because it is the only time when we have any power to act. The most necessary person is the person you are with at a particular moment, for no one knows what will happen in the future and whether we will meet anyone else. The most important business is to do that person good, because we were sent into this world for the purpose of alone. So the story ends. So now, as we have finished the reading part and we have understood that what was the answer given to that king by the wise hermit, now the questions arises, and I believe you are able now to answer these questions. So let's do a quick session of question answer, of which you'll have to answer. You can answer it in text, by message, and again I'll provide these questions in the assignment work where you can write down the answer and you can revert it back with the mail. So the questions what arises out of this reading is like, what were the three questions? The first question, very first question, is what were the three questions? Next question is that how did the king plan to get the answers? Next one is, tell us about the answers given by wise man. Now, next question is, how did he help the wounded man? And the last question which I'm putting through is, what were the answers received by him? So this will be your assignment work. Apart from that, you can see on your screen comprehension check is given. uh, you have to complete that also, working with the text and working with the language. This all you have to complete in a copy or in a sheet, and you have to send it via mail. Thank you. The chapter ends here. We'll meet again. Thank you very much and take care.